First of all, I would like to pay homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and would like to express my highly respect to all senior monks in Buddhism, and also would like to say hello to all friends who are watching my broadcasting live tonight. Tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about the life. The topic tonight is it is life, or people always say it's such a life. Few weeks ago, what I have talked always connected with life. The first one is life, and the second is mental mental development in daily life. And last week we talked about Visakha Day. And tonight I still prefer to talk about life, but I add some more words. It is life. Life is not something far away. It is about our living. Our life is the processing of niyama and rupa, mental and physical, that still continue from the past up to now. It is life. So all people have known the word life, but the definition of the real life in Pali term called jivat or jivitantri. As I already talked, we cannot live alone. We live in the society. So we have to experience all things that always happens, unpredictable, both good or bad or happy, unhappy, whatever you like or you dislike, you cannot control it. You can say, sometime I want to be like this, I want to be like that, I want my life to be like this, I want to make my life better, I don't want to meet something, or you can say anything. But when the true thing happens, it always happens because of its condition. It is anatta, it's always happen because of condition. You have to try to understand and accept it. You cannot avoid it. So, the saying that I heard people always say, time is money. But in my opinion, I never compare the time to money or gold or anything. But I think the value of time is equal life. That's why I always say time is life. We were born in different tribe or family. The standard of living are different. Some were born in poor family, some in rich family, but we all have time. We all can develop our life throughout the time. See, we were born with nothing. We did not take anything from the past existence. We have only body and mental, and we all try to do something, and we have changed a lot in our life throughout the time, the period of time that we have tried to study or worked or to do something. So my suggestion for the time, I would like to remind all of you that please don't waste time, especially with the modern equipment or modern social media. Yeah, sometimes we spend too much. Especially when you use Facebook, I think most of you spend much time on Facebook or Twitter or Manygram. Oh no, what we call many system of social media like Skype or Viber or Line. You forget yourself and then you follow a lot of information in the social media. When you are cheated by the social media, it means you are eaten by the time. You have spent the precious time for nothing. You know, in internet, Google or Facebook nowadays, I think there are fact information, many fact information, and most of them are gossip, not true, not good education at all. Sometimes you always feel worried because you search a lot. You see many problems in the society. You worry for nothing. You don't have much time or enough time to practice your mind, to develop your mind. So sometimes you also want to talk too much about people. So my suggestion is, if you are not clear on something, better not to say. So you never feel regret. Like the English idiom say, easier said than done. Many people have many ideas, but most of ideas cannot take into action. It's just the idea. So we should not eaten by the time, but we should eat the time by speaking the precise words, by doing good deed, and the meaningful thoughts. Okay. Let me tell you that I just talked something at the beginning, and then if anyone have questions connected with your life, your difficulty, especially with your mind, your anxiety or depressed, something like that, we can share together. You know, everyone have the problem connected with the mind. That's why we see most people always visit any place to release their depression or stress or boring. Some of them may take drug or alcohol. Because they want to experience in different world. But we never try to learn about the feeling of boredom. We always try to avoid it by doing something instead. You know, this pleasurable feeling cannot make you to get real happiness in life. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the story of Buddha. He was born in the very, very rich family. He was a king. He lived in the royal palace. And people built many buildings or castles for him. And he was surrounded by beautiful girl and dancer. Since he was 16, he became a king. He lived in the very beautiful royal palace, very, very beautiful and luxurious. But one day when he was 29, that object could not make him excited. Then he wanted to get some more experience in life outside the royal palace. He went to some areas and saw the old man and the sick man and the deaf man. When he came back to the royal palace, yes, his body was surrounded by beautiful girls, but his mind, his thought, was not there. He always thought of something he saw in the day. See? The dancer, the singer, the music, beautiful girl. Not the exact thing that make the one get the real happiness in life. Because the mind always needs something new. Finally, Sochea Dhamma left the royal palace to be an ascetic or a holy man, holy life. He lived in a holy life. He went to study meditation from the greatest teacher, the great teachers, two great teachers at that time. His name were Alara Taba and Uttaka Taba. He tried to meditate. He went on and on, his practicing, and he attained some extent of deep concentration. But he found that it was not the way, the real way, that lead to the real happiness. Then he left the two teachers and find the way by himself. He had spent 6 years and finally he got enlightenment, became the Buddha. And he found that everything that is happening and falling away repeatedly in life are suffering. And he taught the way of practice that is known as Satapatthana Vipassana. It is the real way of life. Sometimes when you feel bored of something, you want to stay alone, or you want to go to the remote jungle to stay alone. You want to avoid a noisy place. But sometimes I think the one who live alone, if they don't have the right understanding about life, it makes them more bored with themselves or become crazy. They may be alone only physically, but full of thought, dreaming or fantasy. So wherever or whenever you have the right understanding in life, you can get the real peace in your mind. Because all information that comes through to you always comes through your 6 doorways. Like visible object always comes through your eyes door. Audible objects or the sound always comes through your ears doors. And odorous object or smell always comes through your nose. And separate object or flavor always comes through your tongue. And tangible object, like something that you can touch, like cold, hard or soft, something like that, always comes through your body sense. And cognizable object, or something that you can experience, you can know without the previous 5 doors, always comes through your mind. There are many kinds of information, but all of them always go through your 6 doorways. That's why Buddha said, the one who can control the 6 doorways is the greatest person, is the greatest one. It's not the one who wins others. And he also said that the one who can control these 6 doorways or win these 6 doorways is better than the one who defeat or win thousands of war. Because our defilement, our bad mind is the things that we hardly get success with it or get win, something like that. See, sometimes you don't want to be angry. You don't want make yourself to be bored. You don't want to make yourself feel sad. But all of this always happen because of condition. Like I said, we can pray for something. We can wish for something. I wish like this, I wish like that. I want to be like this, I want to be like that. Yes, you can say it. But when the real thing happens, it's always happen because of condition. Because of the cause, individual cause. It's not because of you, it's because of its condition. Okay, this is my short speech. And let me check in case there are some question or any idea. Okay. Our mind grasps too many unimportant aspects with our body cannot handle. Yep. Pum Mart. Hello, Venerable. How to release the boring mind? Try to learn from it. Don't escape it. Try to find out the condition of the boredom. Otherwise, you cannot avoid it. And it always follow you. For example, sometimes you feel bored with someone that has different ideas. Each time that you speak to him or her, you always feel unsatisfied, feel unpleasurable, feel unhappy to talk with him or her. It is also one condition of your boredom. Like sometimes when you watch my video live and your internet doesn't work well, and then you feel bored. Or sometimes my explanation is not good enough to make you understand, also make you feel bored. Or sometimes when you are concentrating with my speaking and someone disturbs you or speak loudly, speak out loud, make you feel unhappy and bored. So many things that can make you feel bored. But if you try to learn about it and try to work to see deeply about how the processing of object and your mind that cooperate together, you will get more lessons about your mind. Learn about your mind. Satipatthana Vipassana is the technique or the lesson about your mind. This lesson you cannot get from any university in the world, but you can get it from your mind. You try to understand more and more every day about the processing of your mind through your 6 doorways. You will get more understanding about your life, and then you can stay calm or harmoniously or deep, compassionate with the place or person that you used to get boring with. And you will aware that no one can make you have feeling boredom. For example, through your eyes, there are 2 kinds of visible object, bad and good. When you experience bad visible object, yes, it automatically make your mind get angry or feel unsatisfaction. And when you see or experience good visible object, it automatically make your mind happy or excited. It is the nature of mind. It's not you, me, or anyone, woman or man, but it is the mind. It is the consciousness that always arise because of condition and then fall away very quickly, repeatedly, from moment to moment. But the sati, mindfulness, or the observation that arise with wisdom, with panya, always aware of all things every moment, and see clearly that when you see something, there is only visible object, no one invisible object. It's just the object. It's just the characteristic of all things that always happen because of condition and then fall away very quickly. Try to think, try to observe like this, little by little, every day. Don't force yourself to see it, but try to understand. Through your ears, there are two kinds of audible objects. Two kinds of audible object mean the sound that you hear, good and bad. When someone say bad word to you, yes, you get angry or unhappy automatically. You don't want it. You don't want to be like that. Actually, you don't want to get angry. You never want to hurt yourself. Believe me, you never want to hurt yourself. When you angry, it means your mind, the health of your mind is not good. It means you have mental problem at that time. But you never aware of that kind of illness. See, in the world, every country, they build many hospitals for physical illness, physical disorder, disease. But very few hospitals are built for mental problem, mental sickness, mental illness. But I think people in the world that contain mental illness are more than physical illness. Every time you get angry, mean your mind have problem. You're jealous, your mind have problem. Depression, stress, fear, worry. It means the health of your mind is not good. So, the first step is trying to aware of real characteristic of all element or all Dhamma that is arising right now and then fall away because of condition. Again, when you hear harsh speech or bad speech of others people, with ignorance, we always think that we are cursed by someone. But if the wisdom happen, the real wisdom see that the audible object that comes through the ears is just the audible object, no one. Man or woman, no. It's just the audible object. Happen at very short time and then fall away very quickly. So, when wisdom happen in your heart, attachment or ill will cannot happen. Wisdom and defilement never meet each other. Since we were born until now, our defilement and our wisdom always change the turn to happen in our heart. So if we keep our heart for wisdom, so your anxiety, your depression, your stress don't have the occasion to happen. So try to understand the characteristic of all Dhamma that always happen right now. Through your nose, your tongue, or your body, and your mind as well. When you get angry with someone, it is just the idea that you think that this one or that one do something bad to you. But it is just the idea. No one in the world. It's just Nirma and Rupa. Physical and mental. That happen because of condition. Okay. Cu ngầu. In life, you can control the situation, but you can control how you react to it. C7, sir, I got some point about life, but please show me follow the processing of mind. Yes, I just mentioned it a bit. Condition depends on individual's cause and effect. Yeah, you are right. Sinit Cambodia. Meditation will help your field cleaning. C7, so how to follow the processing of mind? Meditation can help? Yes, of course. So, first time, you have to cut down your speech, and then you try to work more, because your speech becomes from your thought. Your thought becomes your speech. Your speech becomes your action. Your action becomes your behavior. And your behavior becomes your character. And your character becomes your destiny. So if you want to change your activity, at first you have to change your thought. You know the word manu? Manusa. Mana means mind. Mind precedes all things. Mind precedes all things. Mano popeng kame Dhamma. So, if you want to change your activity, you want to change your behavior, you want to change your destiny or character, at first focus on thought, thinking. That's why the Eightfold Path, right view, samadhi, is the first one. Relate with your thinking, your mind. So sometimes you have to try being quietly, breathing in and breathing out. Try to aware of your breath or whatever that is arising around your life. Learn from yourself. As I told you already, the information make you unhappy nowadays. Make you stay unharmoniously. Because, you see, hundreds years ago, 1,000 years ago, people were living in peaceful way. And most of them tried to develop their own understanding. They studied the scripture, or they got the advice from their ancestors or their teachers with respectfully. And they never got much information as nowadays. Nowadays, like a boom. The war happened in any part of the world. It spread rapidly, very quickly. And we know, and then we get shocked. Oh no. But you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything with it. You just feel sad, feel unhappy with that. See? To reduce your depression, learn about yourself, not from outside. Not from outside. It's like the government of the country. If we want to protect our country, we have to strengthen our soldier and defend the border. Do not let invasion from others country. It's easier to stop all country not to take over our country, but we defend our own country. It's easier. If we don't defend our own country, the border, and then we send the soldier to all countries in the world in order to protect our country. We cannot do it. We cannot do it. Others soldier of any country can come through our country easily because our soldiers are not in our country anymore. Like your mind, if your sati or panya, wisdom, don't try to see deeply about the processing of your mind, and you try to see others people, so you left yourself. You left yourself. When people hurt you, people do something bad to you, you cannot protect yourself. You cannot aware of all things that is happening right now. You allow other people's activity come in and destroy your health, your mental health. That's why sometimes for something that you are not sure, better not to say. And then be quiet sometime and be aware of your breathing in and breathing out, or whatever that is happening through your 6 doorways. Spend some time for yourself. Believe me, spend some time for yourself. Nowadays, most of you never spend time for yourself. Never spend time for yourself. You spend time for others. When you take the phone and then check, it means you left yourself. You never care about yourself. You only want to know about others' activity every day and night. You spend much time. That's why you don't have enough awareness to control yourself, to control your anxiety or depression or unsatisfaction. Okay, what time is it now? 9 minutes more. Yeah, sometimes I feel a little bit cold to speak alone, honestly. But however, I still try. Super Mongol Chat Master, please teach us about meditation because it makes mind peaceful. So I love you. So show us some technique to do it, a small meditation for daily. Yes. On Visakha, I also show how to make short term of meditation, vipassana meditation. There are many kinds of vipassana meditation, but one technique that people in the world interested in is asasa pasasa or anapanasati. It's called the contemplation of breathing in and breathing out. Try to observe, try to see as it is. And try to know whether when your breath in or out. Don't let your mind experience anything except the breathing in and breathing out. It's hard to explain in English, but I already explained in Khmer. And during you meditate, something always happens. Sometimes you feel pain or like you fly and something like that, but just get over it, let it go. Don't take notice with it. Try to follow your breath. But you have to limit the time at the first time. For example, you have to set the time for 20 minutes or half hour. Because if you take at the first time more longer, you're gonna be lazy or you sleepy, something. And to make it easier, we don't need to use only one technique of sitting meditation. We have to use other technique like walking meditation as well. When you feel tired or uncomfortable with sitting, and then you can walk slowly and softly, touch the ground softly, and then you aware of all steps that you step on the ground. And you know when you step forward or backward, or you stay at the same place. Yes, aware of it. It's change the, yeah, it means doing like this can make you don't feel bored with one technique. Let me think in English clearer than this. Next time I will talk about this. What I'm talking about is not the same thing as I know in my mind now. English limit me now. Before, I would like to ask my dearest teacher, I wanna respectful from distance by my good heart. My question is about what is the real life for living now? Real life. Yes, I have talked already in the previous topic. Life. Now, are you hearing me? When I see, when you're watching at me, are you hearing right now? Yes, you are hearing. So hearing is life. Are you seeing my video live? Seeing right now is life. So life is the processing of mental and body, physical and mental, that are processing right now. It is life. When the mental and the physical stop working, we call die. Sochea, now I understand how hard it's to change someone's thought. I realized how so is your everyday. Really appreciate. Okay, that's okay. So, in addition, try to understand the reality of life. When you see, when you hear, when you smell, when you taste, when touch or when thinking. It's just the consciousness that always cooperate with the mental state we call Cetasak. And it's happened because of different conditions like object or any other, like the light or the wind, something like that. When you spend some time for yourself, you will be feel much better automatically. You even don't know why you now feel fresh and happier. Even you meet bad situation, you experience bad situation, you still calm or harmoniously or normal, because you understand the real condition. For example, when you were young, you are frightened by elder in the family. When you cry, the elder person always frightened you that don't cry, the goose come, something like that. And you did not even know where is goose, but you stop crying because you scared. Or chma aong, the big cat will come and bite you, something like that. And then the baby stopped crying. He stopped crying. It's not because of his understanding, but he's scared. But when we grow up and we realize that there is no any chmaong, any big cat, any zombie. Even someone frightened you, oh, zombie or goose or something like that, you never fear, afraid or scared. Why? You don't want to be like that, but because your own understanding. So, understanding the real thing as they are is very, very important. Develop it in daily life, and then you will feel fresh.